Makes my hands freaking tingle right there. I don't know where that stuff is coming from. It's coming from somewhere. It's making me mad. Going back from the bar last night, I got hit in the back so hard that um, I almost didn't make it. Biological chemical weapon right through my clothes. What do you think of that? We're gonna play this game today. We got 22 minutes. This is breakfast. I just recorded 18 minutes, meaning I have nothing to say already. So this breakfast is gonna be a little tough. Let's go with Biden. Biden is one of the people sitting at the table. So if Joe has an answer, I'm gonna have to answer for him, of course. I'm gonna think what Joe would say. I'll tell you that then. It'll be like, there's a war here in town. Can you talk to Congress and have them manage it? I think Joe would look at me sternly, weirdly, and say, in my first 100 days, in my first 100 days, I decided to combat terrorism, and I will combat terrorism now. That's what I think Joe would say. Terrorism is a freaking crime. It happens all over, too. I got smashed in the face again. See that? I don't know where it came from. It's out of the blue. Mad. You have no idea. You hear my voice? It's kind of funny. So what do these weapons look like? Let's say you're sitting at the table. What would you tell me? Well, if you're a cop, you'd tell me, I really don't think that you're getting hit or seen or these things are real. So I need you to go to the hospital. We're going to lock you up. You're an idiot. Then I'm going to play my little game. Stop. Pause. Everything freeze pauses. And reach over into his pocket and open it up and pull the weapon out and say, you know what? Are you sure I cannot see nothing? This jackass cop down, and I was down where Grandpa drove it. My family comes from that town. Anyways, long time ago. Grandpa was the third guy to drive in town. Anyways, the cop says, I don't know really how things are going. And his freaking gas canister pops out of his jacket and dusts me right there. And I'm like, huh? What? Can't think. Can't do nothing. What do you think that feels like? Like, can you turn around? Can I leave? Anyways. Hello? See the temporary kitchen. It's home homeless, right? I'm like, what was I talking about? The cop. But we'll go back to homeless. So the cop's in there. And he dusts me, And he's wearing this jacket with these 10 pouches around like this, and these 10 pouches around like this, and these different kind of things stuck up. And he's wearing 6 bullet holders, for bullets, for his gun to pop in. And, she's wearing 4, I think, if I remember right. He had his webcam on, if that matters. But, it's like, can you turn around or get that shit out of my face. So how much do you think cops actually know about gas? Anyways, he didn't arrest me because I called him. I told that I keep getting attacked in the hotel room, and I kept getting attacked, and I was like, "This is freaking bullshit, man." Because pepper spray and all that shit, and I just paid it's like $52, which is a lot for me. You know, 50. Wait, how about Trump? They took Trump to court because the uh, special agent FBI guys stayed in his hotel and he charged them too much. Like 30,000 a night. $52 is a lot for me. Was 32,000 a lot for you? That was no. It wasn't. I don't know how much it was, but it was. They took him to court about it. I think he won that too. Which, when you own hotels, what do you do? Anyway, so I'm in the hotel, and I keep having all these problems with all these gases and stuff. So I call the cop like 5 times, and he comes in, and I'm like, I'm having, and I can't figure out where they're coming from. And I'm like, do you see this? Of course, I have these things in the bed, so you lay on the bed, and then they go around in circles. Fucking bugs me. I'm like, no, I'm not sleeping on that goddamn shit. And call a cop. Then I'm like, and look at this freaking drywall shit. Drywall. Did you see the drywall in the hotel? No, I mean, a 2-year-old could have did better. I couldn't reach as high as that guy, but the guy stood on the bed, sure. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with all the walls? And the cop looked at me stupidly and left. Well, do you think something's built in there? Do you think there's a dead body in there? That's another one I never thought about. That's what I was probably thinking. But I'm having all these problems, and I still have these problems. And now I have these problems here. I have these problems walking. So if I walk somewhere, my feet start to hurt, and it goes right through the soles of my shoes. Where do you think that comes from? And while this is an abandoned building, it seems abandoned. It's not abandoned. It's been like that for like 40 years. Right downtown, but it's not. The company owned it, and it's an important but wrongly placed building. So she bought it, and so I'm remodeling it. And who do you think wants that building right downtown? Anyways, I have all these. She has all these friends. I was like, never mind. She has all these friends. Everybody's doing their stuff. Then people won't call, and people do call, and people can't get things done. And I was telling the bartender last night, I was like, I did this and this and this. And she says, well, what are you doing? And I said, well, I got 6,400 square feet of drywall to do, taping, texture, paint, and then I have like 5,000 square feet of insulation, and I have to do a couple doors, and I have to paint the doors, and I have to do some repair jobs. He says, that sounds like a lot. So today she tells me, you know what? We're done. We're not going forward. We're done. We're not going forward. What are you talking about? Somebody got into her head and decided that they're going to fire me now. I said, what are you going to fire me for? And I've been fired for this before. It's because you're not quick enough. I try to tell them, I'm one man, one guy. You know, I do the same work as three in a week. I mean, three guys that work a whole week, which is, that's right, that's 120 hours. I can do the same amount of work as they can, what takes me a week and a week. So you save a week. Does that make sense? Because I'm one guy, they're three guys, 40 hours. You know, anyways. Anyways, so she decides that she's going to fire me today. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So the building's abandoned. Big square building downtown in the middle of the side by side brick buildings. Been around for a while. So all these jackasses get in there and nobody will put this damn shit together right. No, we're gonna put new vents in, we're gonna do this. Fuck you. What are you, stupid? We're gonna use the same vents, we're gonna use the same lights, we're gonna use the same goddamn electricity cord. You're gonna go over there and you're gonna put a new facet on it. A new, a new face. So it looks new. Otherwise, leave everything. This thing was built by professionals, 100 years ago, but you know what I'm saying? They're still good. It's really still good. Then we'll run an extra cord if we have to, and we didn't. It's just bullshit. So then I find out, now that I'm back, this is like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Now all the boxes are gone, everything. So the electrical box is gone. Well, of course, it was freaking ancient, and it was. So somebody stole it. Then the motherfuckers cut the shit right off. That didn't make sense, did it? Speaking of that, yesterday speaking of that, yesterday the hotel burned down, the other half of the hotel. So there's a hotel there. And actually, this is how this works. There was a crazy old woman that got put in jail and was arrested at home for home arrest. So she owned the hotel that she was on home arrest for. So she could still bartend and go to the hotel, and she was on home arrest. Anyways, so someone tried to buy it, someone bought it, didn't buy it, they went back. They couldn't pay the taxes on it or something. So somebody must have burnt it down when I wasn't here. So yesterday there was 2 other buildings on that same block. They burned down too. Yesterday. I was like, gee whiz. Right by my oil and gas friend, so I called him. I'm like, answer the phone, answer the phone. Nobody answered. And it goes like my other friend down over here. He's not my friend. He's actually my enemy. Why? Why should I be your enemy? Did I do something wrong? I mean, what did I do? We're in the same business. I was in the business first. And I know I was in the business first because I'm one of the oldest one in this state to be in that business. There's only like 8 guys older than me in the state. So I know for a fact I started before him. And then she told me, she says, she was like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, listen, I don't freaking care what you say. I've been in business. I was in business way before you were in business, and you might be older than me, but you are definitely not in business as long as I've been in business. Anyways, business is tough when people don't like you. And I'm too stupid to figure that out. That woman told me, she says, you always see everything out of rosy glasses. And I said, yeah, and that's the way I like to do life. But what I did understand is people are bastards. Holy smokes. They try to kill you, which I don't think is legal. What about you? Anyways, she's down there doing plumbing. And I didn't appreciate that at first because they turned the water off at the house. And she came out and she took the spigot off the freaking wall. And then mom got a bill for like $90. I'm like, wow. No, because she asked me for a crescent wrench. Way to go. That's how you get a job. $90. Yeah, it's not fair because I had all my crap together. And I did that when I was in Europe. I did everything. I had everything with me, almost always, considering, a couple of big machines and all. But I had all my screws, everything I could need. I was always busy. We worked 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. 2 to 8 of us. The good days, would say. I still didn't make any money, though. And what happened was some guy didn't pay his bill. Because I was getting bigger. I was going into bowel elements, because that's what I did. I built them all in. So this guy came up to me and he said, okay, what do you think? I said, okay, I'll do it. So we did this apartment complex. It's like 80 apartments right down by Stuttgart. Huge. All the dancers were there and stuff. All the movies and the films and those kind of box office things that they have. A row of them. And anyways. So I gave him all the freaking doors and he never paid me. And I went down there, and I should have just took them. There was like 30 of them, which would have saved me. Oh, that would save me quite a bit of money, considering that I got nothing. Anyways, the guy that actually owns the building says you can't take these doors, and everything was special order. So every apartment had special order doors, any kind you wanted. You wanted glass or wooden frames or glass windows or solid doors or sticker doors or, you know, I had a good business. And I'd been in business for quite a while, so I was getting some good prices too. Anyways, the guy says, you can't take any of these doors with you because they're already built into the project. I said, yep, I see that. So I took nothing with me, and he stuck me with the whole bill. I heard. And so I never made any money. Never made any money. Okay. So we're having all these problems. I'm having problems with my feet because I keep stepping on this stuff. What's that stuff called? I think it's bus station stuff. They put it around so people don't walk away from the bus station. Yeah. That stuff is wicked. It's making me sick. And last night I got shot in the back. So bad that I almost didn't make it. I almost hit the ground. So I tried to clean it with some chemical biological weapon. Wow, it hurt like mother son of a bitch. Still hurts actually. Totally destroyed my stuff on my back. Anyways, this is an abandoned building. So do you think I'm going to have more problems? Every little gold hunter in the fucking state, huh? Anyways, good morning. I'm in a really bad mood. Freaking down in Aspen did the same freaking thing to me. I freaking got working. I got all freaking cleaned up. I got just started to prep everything, and then my old boss that I worked for, that I told him I would fly. They would fly trusses. You know, they fly trusses. Trusses are the things on the roof. I said, if you need help, I'll be there to fly trusses for you. So, because I'm a saw. That means I do all the sawing. Well, anyways, it's important. So we roofed the house. So I did that job, and I told the guys working for that, I'm gone one day this month. That's the only day I have work. After I came back, he kicked me out. Fuck. And I had everything prepped, measured, and anyways, the guy that took the job took all my tools too, which I talked to him a year later, which is like 2 months ago. And he said, well, I'll just buy your tools. That's kind of pissed me. You know, it's not that it pissed me off. It's just that I found the tools, I searched for the tools, I got the tools, I had to go pick them up, then I had to alter them to, you know, so you can use them right and all that. Going to buy another set of tools just pisses me off because it takes time. Yet then when you have nothing to do, who cares, right? Wow, my nose plugged up. Anyways. So, he did say he could have gave him back. But he says, I can't remember quite what you had. Well, I do know I had some sausage and some eggs in a little box. And, because I was late. And the guy must have been pissed because I never got there till like 10:30. I had to go pick something up, and I had to go pick up a drill, and then I had to go get breakfast, and then I had to go poop. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm at home where you just, you know, you do everything at home and you leave. You don't have one of those things. Things are tough. Surprised I made it this long. I don't feel like I have. I love Megan. She did a good job on that. She said, I'll vouch for you. I said, that's awesome. Which would help. Because whoever's doing this is doing this with the law enforcement, you know, but not just one, all of them. And I could build my own house, but I have no money. So anyways, I'm down in Colorado for 14, 16 months. So I leave, and the doctor calls me. I got your primary appointment after 14 months. You have to stop because she's going to be your primary care doctor. Don't miss it. You've been waiting in line 60 days. Oh, man. So I told her I couldn't make it. Got up here. Now I'm working. It's going to be a good job, too, if I can get things done right. But now she wants to kick me out. No. Something else is going to do it. No, we're not going to play that freaking game. Don't make me sue you. I didn't like to take the word up. sue you and stick you with a real bill. I'm gonna pay you 45 an hour. What are you, crazy? It's 95. How much time I got? I told you I already talked, so I have nothing to say but bitch and complain. Holy smokes, we're in 25 minutes. Let's close this up. That extra long. My phone's working today, but the focus has not been working. Yeah, because when I'm taking pictures of these cars, it's like never can you see any digits or, hardly see the antenna and stuff like that. What are those two round things? Those are stoplights. Those are backlights or whatever. That's how blurry the pictures were. Oh man, I'm like 20 feet away. Oh boy. So all this stuff in this building here are from cops, bad cops. The item is from a cop. That's what I'm saying. So what do you do? That's what I'm saying. You gotta go to the feds and say, hey, they keep doing this attack, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. Did you see Taylor Swift? She's got a new movie. Or maybe that's her first movie. No, I wasn't. They did a bunch of concerts. But I got her picture and I held it there for the whole time I was there. No, not the whole time, but most of it. A big picture, like a whole page. Not really me. Yeah, call me. Call me. I'm not a picture guy, really. I'm a standby guy. You stand beside me. Oh, sit beside me, same thing. Come on, in class works.